I heard later that he was defeated. And that the Soul Stones were destroyed in Hellforge. All except one.
Oh, I failed, Tyrael. I couldn't do as you asked. I couldn't enter that gate. Forgive me, Tyrael. Forgive me.
Marius, give me the stone, and all is forgiven. Give it to me, Marius.
Take it. Take it, take it. I'm glad this is finally over, Tyrael. Look what the stone has done to me.
You haven't failed, old man. You've done exactly as you were meant to do. However, I am not the Archangel Tyrael.
There. No. No, 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 no.
You have done well, Marius. Now I think you shall have your reward.
What have I done to deserve it?
Hail! The gates of Sescheron have stood for eons beyond remembrance, and you shall not breach them now. remove your foul demons from our lands. We stand on the side of light. You shall not be allowed to reach Mount Ariat. And that which you seek will not be yours.
I shall take your position into consideration. Well, it seems your terms are not acceptable.
Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Diablo 2! We are now in Act 5, the last act of normal difficulty. It's the last act of every difficulty, really. We've gotten every waypoint so far. We've gotten every quest so far. I can go ahead and show those to you guys. Yep, you can see them clearing out there. So we are going for a 100% run as usual, and we're going to be heading up here to get rid of Shank the Overseer and his little friend. We will be rescuing the barbarians as well. I don't really need the runes. There's really no reason for me to get those, but I'll still get them nonetheless, simply because it's prudent. Here, we're not going to be running into as many issues with dealing with enemies as we were in the last act because we have a lot less fire resistance here. It's a lot more cold resistance with the enemy base. So I don't have to worry about it anywhere near as much as we did back in the previous act. So it's not going to be anywhere near as difficult, which is really weird for Act 5 to be easier, but that's another reason for going with fire, is that it's a lot easier to get through this act on normal difficulty with fire than it is with pretty much any other element. Lightning is kind of like the middle ground. Fire is just like easy mode if you have enough fire damage. Only exception is possibly whenever you reach the Ancients. They can be a little bit more troublesome to deal with, but that's true of any element, honestly. Just depends on what kind of roll you get with them. Now, you may notice I am taking a decent chunk of damage here, but that's kind of unavoidable. Only way to really avoid that would be to have other abilities to kind of protect us, but even then, it's just not going to help too much, especially not as Druid. We would have to use shape-shifting Druid to actually not see our life go down a significant amount. Some people actually prefer kind of like a Summoner Druid with elemental backup. I thought about going with that, but I just didn't have the resources in normal difficulty to go along with it. That's more late game kind of build design there. In Doc Farron, you are annoying, so you're going to have to die. I don't care how much you want to run away, you are still going to have to die. There you go. Oh, and a unique ring. That's probably another mantled heal. So we got another unique ring. Nagel ring, not mantled heal. Yeah, it's another Nagel ring. Do we want that more than this other one? Sure, we'll take it. We lose a lot of resistances with that, so we're going to keep this one in our inventory. We're going to ditch... we don't even have to ditch anything. We're going to keep that there. But we have now a really decent chance at getting magic items, so hey, definite plus there. We got serpent skin armor just kind of chilling on the ground there. If that would have been a unique serpent skin armor, I would have been really happy. As you can tell by the drop of the Nagel ring, I have left the game and come back since the time I got the original Nagel ring. Because if you get a unique item in a given difficulty, it won't re-roll that. In fact, you'll just end up with a different unique item. Or if the item level of the enemy is not high enough, it'll just roll a rare. So that's kind of how that drop system works. It's one of the things why if you find a unique ring, that's the perfect game to actually farm rings. And online, you used to, I don't know if you still do, but you used to see people who would go through and just kind of like clean sweep games. And some people even had bots that kind of helped with it or did specific areas. And if you got a unique ring or two, you'd stay in that game and just gamble away until you got all of them. And just have people bring in gold from mule accounts. It's not too difficult to do, and you'd eventually get the unique ring you were looking for, like a Stone of Jordan. It just takes forever to do, and usually, like I said, bots were a key point of that method. People still are using bots online, if you were wondering. With the smaller player base, it's almost arguably necessary to keep the economy going, but still. I'm not a fan of bots. I've never used them personally. I know how they work, but I've never used them personally, and I'm not going to ever probably use them because it kind of takes the fun out of it for me. Go away. I'd rather have the joy of finding it myself and being frustrated with doing too many magic runs by myself than to just have a bot do it and just wake up to it being done for me. There's the enemy we're looking for. Let's get a Oak Sage back up. And here's Shank the Overseer. He's going to have to die. There you go. Okay, just eking through these guys with a nice little bit of fire there. Shouldn't have too many problems. You're going to now be kind of subjected to the brute force of our flame here. There you go. Good job. He just died way too easily. And our Merc and our lovely Spirit are still alive. That surprises me that the Spirit survived there. This guy does not heal us, but we're going to go ahead and get the ability to add sockets to stuff from him. We're not going to use it, but hey, it's better than nothing. Not useful to us. And we do need to heal up over here as well. Come here. There you go. Give us a good heal. Now, Magic Find is an interesting little beast, by the way. Speaking of unique rings back there. Magic Find will cause you to... It's really weird how the math works out. There is actually a diminishing return where it becomes more common for you to get magic items than rare items. It's really strange. Generally, you don't want over 1,000 Magic Find, if I remember correctly. They might have changed it since then, but... yeah, it's really kind of one of those strange mechanics in the game. Don't need a rare axe, that's for sure. I'm going to try to be like a little bit rushy in this last act, simply because I don't really like the teleporting aspects, and there's a few enemies that are a little bit annoying. But overall, not too dangerous of enemies either, though. So let's go down here until we find the first one, and then we'll go up and find the other one. Ooh, this is going to be... Is this a vertical one? Is this really a vertical one? I think it might be a vertical one. Crap, that is uncommon. So we got one of the rare layouts for this area. That was unexpected. I didn't expect to even actually run into this. It's kind of one of those things that you're almost never going to run into in a run-through, is the vertical Frigid Hills. So, yay. We got... And it's not exactly a good one to have either, by the way. It's harder for me to actually navigate this way. We've got a unique up there as well. There's an IO staff, which is the... I believe it's the Nightmare difficulty short staff. But we'll have to go in there and actually look at it to make sure. And there's the unique that we saw. It's going to be a Sharptooth Slayer. He is always here. He's usually near the first set of... and I don't want that composite bow. Ooh, it's 2-socket 2. We could make a Nightmare difficulty leaf. Don't really care about you. You're off over there killing stuff just left and right, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Good job. Congratulations. We're going to beat our way through this door. And kill the catapult. Catapult's not a huge threat. You have to watch out for where they're going to land, but it's still not like a huge issue. And those gates are always immune to poison. Not a huge deal. They didn't used to have immunity like that, but yeah. Nothing in this act is really terribly frightening to me. Just annoying. It's just how it is. Like these little teleporty guys, they are annoying. Because they'll run away whenever they get a certain amount of damage. And I keep saying I probably should go through and actually show off all these little side areas, because some of them are on the there's a method for how they're like generated. Some of them are like set to a specific layout or a small set of specific layouts, which makes them really easy to farm if you're really interested in that. And usually there is a super unique in each one. So if you can figure out which ones are which, it can actually be extremely beneficial to you. Okay, let's break that open. Let's go ahead and kill everything through the gate. And Crush Beast needs to go away because that's a platform for them to Inferno off of. And there's one to the left over there. I'm kind of curious if the next one is right next to us or not. There you go. Nope, it's going to be up further, I guess. I do see the little white pixels over there. Don't worry about it. I will rescue the poor barbarians. I just really don't... I don't like rescuing the barbarians if I'm in an actual hurry, because they're not very useful unless you're going to be using a barbarian. I don't think the other one spawns right next to this, does it? No, it doesn't. The horizontal layout, they're usually relatively close to each other. You have two of them that are kind of like side by side. But not here. We're just going to have to venture up north and find the other barbarians. The barbarians. Okay, I now have a picture of them with elephant ears. I should not have said that in a silly way. Now I'm doomed. Where are you? I heard an amulet drop back there, by the way. Doubt it's a unique, but hey, one can hope. Nope, it's just a magical. I have yet to find a unique amulet in these playthroughs, which is a little bit weird. Usually the amulet I find before the rings. There's not exactly a lot of great amulets for this particular build, but hey, in higher difficulties there are. And if we were to get them on a speed run, I would be like extremely, extremely happy. But I don't think we're going to. If I get into speedruns. I will be probably doing speedruns. I've talked about them a lot, and this is a game that I could see myself getting into enough to actually speedrun again. And with the resurgence of coverage by Blizzard, I actually would look forward to covering it as a speedrun. Okay, where is the rest of your friends? I'm getting my patience. It is thin. Not like me. I'm not thin, but my patience is. Okay. Oh, run away. Not caring about you guys anymore. You're not doing hardly any damage to me, and you're just in the way. And I don't think it's gonna... I think we might have passed it already, because that's the entrance to the next area. Crap. I'll have to do it off screen and figure out where it is. That's another reason why I don't like those barbarians. They... Especially on this layout. It's a little bit of an odd place. Ah, come on. Kill these guys so I can talk. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to track down each of the little storage areas and get them out. That's a golden chest. That's at least not bad. Boom. Thank you. Small charm. I'll take it. Probably crap. Usually is. But I'm not going to go back down there to see if I can find them and rescue them in this particular episode, because we are currently at like 20 some odd minutes if you count the cinematics, so I want to find this next waypoint, and then we can start the next episode down there by them, I guess. We'll take the rejuvenation potion. Not interested in the pike. But as you can see, if we come up here, entering area plateau, that means we did miss the other barbarian prison, which kind of sucks. There you go. Just die. Don't mind the lasher. Get away. There you go. Okay, skill shrine boosts us up a little bit. That's almost 500 damage on that thing now. So we should be able to take out almost anything with a single shot. Actually, we should be able to take out everything with a single shot. Are you guys going to go down? Yes, sirree. There you go. Lovely, lovely hits there. Now, once we find the waypoint, I am going to go ahead and skip into... Oh, geez, another unique? I will kill you, but... come on. Give me your precious experience. That should level me up as well. Oh, nope. Close, though. There you go. Boss mobs are actually kind of nice to kill. But as soon as we find the waypoint, I'm going to end the episode, and we're gonna move on into the next one for moving further in. This last act is just... This last, like, stretch is taking a lot longer than I was expecting. A lot longer than, oh wow, another Ort rune. Not useful to me, but hey, there's the waypoint. So into town we're going to go. Boom, I'm going to go and try and find that last barbarian off screen, and then we'll start back there. But the thing I've been waiting for the level up for, haha, a new belt. And we're lowering our resistances even further, unfortunately. Ew. But that should be recovered fairly soon. Not a good boost there, not a good boost there. We'll sell those. But anyway, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time on Diablo 2, whenever we'll hopefully get a little bit further, a little bit faster. And I'm going to sell that, even though I would really like to make a Joe Staff Leaf. Bye.